Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Just real quick, I wanted to do a real quick video here. This, you know, this whole thing, it's just a slave system, man. It's a complete slave system, and no matter what I do or how long a long life comes. I'm 34 years old right now. It's like, how many of you out there, you're never caught up, and you're always waiting for the next dollar, and you never have enough money to do what you want to do. And, there's no freedom in this shit. There's no freedom in this shit. And I know this is a very weird and awkward video, but you know what? I don't care, because that's how it really is. We're slaves to this shit. We're complete slaves to this system, and I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of being financially, bankrupt, quote, financially bankrupt. It doesn't have to be like this. This is how much we're slaves to this system. It doesn't have to be like this. Back in the day, we weren't doing this kind of shit. We were tilling our own land and making our own crops and eating our own food and, squeezing the milk out of the cow udder and drinking it right out of the cow. I mean, this sounds ridiculous, but it's really not. It's not ridiculous. And I know there's so many people that will watch this, and forgive me if the wind's blowing in the video. I hate when the wind blows in the videos, but there's so many people that'll watch this and they'll go, oh, well, that's how it is, and that's how the system is, and that's how it's set up. There has to be another way to do this besides doing it how the government's doing it and how everyone else is doing it. And I swear to goodness, if you are someone that comes across my channel and you're somebody that can give me information on, and I know this may sound crazy, but I'm just fed up. I'm sick and tired of it. It's my rent is due again, and I'm broke, and it's a shame to say, but because of my health problems, I don't want to say this shit as a man, because of health problems, I have my mother helping, pay my rent right now. I get food stamps, and I'm in the process right now because of these health issues. I just got rid of my Hep C. I have to go give blood work for that again. And it's like, this ain't a video to complain. This is a video where I'm like, I'm trying to find somewhere where I can fit in and where I can, not know that I have to get money all the time and I have to be desperate all the time and, have to come up with a financial, situation in order to get by. I'm so sick and tired of it, and I know there's so many people that will watch this that you are the same exact way. I know you're the same exact way because there's so many people that talk about this, but yet we're still slaves to this shit. We're still slaves. Oh yeah, now the wind wants to blow really hard. Every time I do a video, the wind starts blowing. And I'm sorry, but I am complaining right now. I am complaining right now because this is the shit that I got to get off my mind. Because if I don't get it off my mind, it'll drive me nuts. I'm sitting here walking back and forth. My apartment's right over here, right over yonder, across them trees, and I'm walking back and forth on the road here because I have to call my mother again. And this is horrible to say. I'm a 34-year-old man, and I have rheumatoid arthritis really bad, where if I do repetitious work, my joints get really swollen and sore. And when I was working a full-time job, it was hell, because I woke up, I was sore at work, my back hurt, my fingers hurt, my elbows hurt, a whole lot of stuff hurt. And it's like, I don't want to go through that. I want to find out what's going on with me, and I'm trying to find out what's going on. I'm going and I got to give blood work in August again to see if my hep C is completely gone, but I still have this immune disorder, this RA shit. And you know, it just all adds up. It's just all the problem of, and then that makes me stress more because I don't have the income to support myself, and then it just makes me stress more. And then I'm left doing this on a video. You know, this isn't my whole life. You know, I don't do videos like this hardly ever, but now is like a time that it needs to get out there because there's so many people. We're so scared to make a move where we're gonna have to sacrifice something, and I'm in that same position. It's almost like I want to get in my car, I want to get my things, I want to fill up my gas tank, and I just want to go and ride somewhere and go somewhere where it's like some kind of safe haven or something that's going to help me. But I know that's not the case, you know, but I don't know. It sounds so crazy, but it's so real. And there's so many people that are, you know, doing a bunch of shit because of this. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to do this. I'm not saying that I'm going to commit suicide and all that stuff, because I'm not going to commit suicide. I'm not the type to do that. You know, who knows? 40 years from now, I may change my mind, but now, no, that's not on my mind. So, but it's like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do? I can't snap my fingers and make my health better. You know, here, I'll show you guys my hands on here. You know, you can see they're swelled up right now, but this ain't nothing. My hands, when I go to make a fist, I can get about that far before my hands are tight. And my knuckles and stuff. You know, if I work and I do repetitious work, I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. I don't know why my hands, they get sore and swollen, and I don't know why this happens, but it does. And I haven't figured out why I'm having this autoimmune response. You know, it shows up right in my blood work every time. And I know it because I feel it, you know? It ain't like I'm making this stuff up, you know? And I just, you know, it's such a shame to say because, you know, people don't really want to hear this stuff. But I just filed for unemployment benefits and Social Security because of this stuff. And I feel like a bum. I feel like a loser bum. And, you know, that's not even my message. That ain't even my message usually. My message is, you know, even though, yes, life does suck most of the time, I'm looking for ways to make life enjoyable and to make life free and without this stinking worry all the time. You know, and I know so many of you can relate. And I'm even talking to people out here in the suburbs. They're probably struggling to get by, even though they have these big houses and the white picket fence and the dogs and, you know, the kids and stuff. They're probably struggling to get by. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just because it looks good on the outside, that doesn't mean that something ain't wrong on the inside or that people ain't financially bankrupt. You know, it's all this whole system. It's a slave system. That's all there is to it. It keeps us in bondage, straight bondage. And that's how I feel all the time, like I'm in bondage to this system. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of having to come up with enough money just to pay my rent or live, you know? It's ridiculous. You know, and it's like, you know, where I'm from, it's just, you know, the people are not too friendly, you know, nobody talks, you know, it's just like, I don't know. I like the apartment I'm in, and I understand this is like a complaining video, but, you know, sometimes that's what we gotta do. You know, it's what I gotta do sometimes. And where I live, I like the room that I'm in and the apartment I'm at. But I really can't do my music stuff in there because, you know, the neighbor next to me, the walls are paper thin. I don't want to bug him. I really can't do the music thing how I really want to because I'd be making noise. And then I got to worry about my rent, and then I got to worry about paying stuff. But you know, I still have a message to give to people. You know, I still have something that I can give as an individual. Just because I'm broke and I don't have money, and, you know, just because I'm complaining and I'm doing a video like this, that doesn't mean that I don't have something to give other people. You know, and I don't look at people for that. I don't look at people because of the money they have and, you know, what they can do for me all the time. You know, like I said before, it's about the message, and my message is real, and I ain't saying nothing but the truth, and this is what happens every day all the time. And it's like, ain't you tired of it, and ain't you sick of it? You know, if I was in a predicament right now, and I swear on my life this is what I would do, if I had money saved up, even though I hate money and I can't stand money, yeah, money can get you things, and that's why it makes you feel good and all this stuff. But that's all it is paper. If you were on an island, you would burn money before you know, wiped your ass with it or did anything else. So, I lost train of thought here, but whatever. Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. And thank you if you got this far in the video and you're listening to me chatter on here. If I had money saved up, I would build my own little house, like a little shed type thing, where I have a bed in there, I have a little sink to do dishes, you know, just a little part, a little stand where I can put my things, and a little bit of space to, you know, have a little desk with a chair, you know what I mean? A very little confined space, kind of like I do now. And I would have someone help me build that, pay them, because I don't know how to build houses. You know, my grandfather did that, and I should have learned from him that, because if I would have learned that as a carpenter, but like I said, when I do things with my hands and stuff, you know, I have this rheumatoid arthritis, and I can't do it for long periods of time. I can only do it a little bit at a time. But he knows how to build houses and stuff. He's awesome at it. My grandfather, Earl, he's really old now, but he's still strong. He's like 83, 84, and he's probably stronger than me still. His heart's gone, the bottom of his heart's gone out a little bit, but man, he's one of the coolest guys that there is. My grandfather, Earl. Everyone likes this guy. But anyway, I would build a house. I would have the water that I need to drink, the food. I'd have my own crops, you know, to plant. I'd start planting crops right away. I'd buy the seeds and get, maybe, you know, if I would eat eggs. I'm not really into eggs like that anymore, but I'd get a couple chickens, or, you know, go somewhere. And this sounds crazy, but it's really not. You know, go somewhere, buy a cow, buy the feed for the cow, and the cow eats, and then I get the milk from the cow. I don't gotta go to the store and get milk. You know, this is not crazy. If you have a little bit of money, you can do this. If you have a little bit of money, it's not that expensive to go and build a little shack and do this kind of stuff. You just got to get the land where you know that you're not going to have to take your home down or get kicked off because of the government. You know, there it is with the government again. You know, they control everything. We're slaves to everything. Here comes a loud motorcycle. Excuse me. I'm about to end the video here anyway, so. But yeah. Hey, bud. Yeah, I appreciate if you got this far. I know there's really no benefit at all in this video, but actually I see it as being, it can be a benefit, because someone like you that may have an income, you can do these things. You don't have to live in this society and do all this shit that you do. You really don't need to do it. And that's the funny thing. How many of you are actually going to do that? If I had the money, I would do it today. I would be making plans today. But I don't have the resources to do it right now. And I'm stuck where I'm at. And that's where I cringe. It just makes my whole mind just cringe. You know, I'm about to call my mom here as soon as I get off the phone, and I have to call her to tell her, hey, you know, I need a couple bucks here to help me with the rent and stuff. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm a 34-year-old man and I can't support myself, you know. And this whole, I'm getting off of here right after this. This whole supporting yourself thing. People are so brainwashed by this system. Supporting yourself is, if you have a way to do what I just said, supporting yourself is not hard. It's not hard. You know, you don't need to take 2 showers a day and do all this stuff that other people do. And, you know, you don't need tons of food, and you don't need 5 rooms in your house. You don't need all that. You know, if you just have enough space for you to do what you need to do, have enough food and water. You know, I understand some people like space and room and stuff, but I'm a type of person where I only need enough to get by. You know, if I would have to, I would have a little bit of water in a sink, and I'd have a washcloth, and I would bathe like that if I had to. You know, it's like I can go without, you know, a shower and a bathtub to bathe in and stuff. I can do without, you know, it'll take a little bit of work to bathe my body and to do things like that. So, I don't know. I know there's someone else out there that's with me on this subject. But there's so many people that they're either going to look at it like it's crazy or, oh, well, I can't do that. Yeah, you can. You can do that if you really want to do it. So, I don't know. I'm just tired of this lie. I'm tired of this slavery. I'm just tired of it all. And it's just ridiculous. So, thanks for watching, y'all. Later.